Well, we are now in Llay, and there are a few drops after a blazing hot day, and I'm trying to find some sand to mix with the mulch I have, because lavender and a lot of plants like well-drained soil, and the roots will get rot. Oh, it's whistling out there. The roots rot if you put them in very soggy, constant, heavy soil, which mulches. You see, mulch, I get it from the Grosvenor Garden Centre, their compost heap. It's basically organic, because it's just their grass cuttings that compost down, and absolute, very nutritious. There's nothing more nutritious than grass cuttings. In fact, people, when they mow their lawns, shouldn't collect it, because otherwise you then end up having to feed your lawn again after, if you've gone and stripped it of the cuttings. Because the cuttings, you know, send back nitrogen and potassium and all these useful things into the what do you call it, soil, back to feed the grass. Yes, it's amazing. Yeah, so it's no point cutting it and then spraying a load of chemicals on it. Oh, might help if I put my windscreen wipers on. Yes. Right. So, we're now heading to the industrial estates of Llay. It's Llay, but in fact, you pronounce pronounce double L in Welsh, which is Britannic, because, you know, English is a mixture of is foreign, basically. English is a Nordic and a mixture of French and Scandinavian and German. You know, like Anglo-Saxon means Germans, doesn't it? They're Anglos and Saxons. Right, so Welsh is actually Britannic, British, the only language, which therefore the British, you know, not many of them can speak their own language. Ho, ho, ho. Ah, that's Aldi. Katie Carrot, there's a whole family, it's their sort of mascot. There they are, that's the Aldi of Llay. I always say, you mustn't say Llay, it's Llay, Llay, it's Llay. Right, now, yes, well that's the new one. It's a very silly way to get an entrance in there. They don't have sourdough bread for some reason. I was like, oh, then I'm going to go to Sealand Industrial Estate in Chester, or the Wrexham complex. Right, where was I? Right. Oh, well, I could have turned right there, but I mean, well, it's a bit hit and miss. What I'm looking for is a garden centre, and I've got no idea, because they don't say what these things are. Right, where was I? Well, it's raining now. It's nothing as bad as yesterday, where you couldn't actually advance the cars on the Wrexham road. They actually stopped. Ah, here we go. There's a sort of a north and a south industrial estates. Yeah. Well, this must be, yeah, there we are. Industrial estate south. So that was the one to the north, which, because it's north. Well, that's logical. Right, let me go through first. Right, now we look for things looking like garden centres. That's garages. I don't want a garage. Nobody uses garages. People convert their garages to much needed extra rooms. People have got postage stamp size houses as it is. Well, getting very far. Viola, that's some waste disposal company. It's quite an extensive industrial area of no, Johnson's, that's some kind of cleaning services. Don't know what they clean. There's too many people in to clean. Right. Well, I don't think we're going to find any garden centres around here. Oh, West Bank tiles. Oh, we're at a dead end. Well, that's not very helpful. What's that? It's innovation. Pounded precast. Well, we're now gone wrong. Anyway, right, so we're having a bit of a tour of the industrial estates of Llay. Oh, what are all those cars? Oh, I say, he's got a flat tyre. Ah, what is it? A turbo. Well, it's not turboing anymore off. They're all the same, those cars. They're three the same. Well, the tyres are the most valuable things about them. Right, well, Mike Watson Transport, or whatever they do. Well, maybe they rent cars out. Well, I don't think so. Please use flashing hazards. Oh, there was lightning. Yeah, well, we've come out again. It's 4:30. The neighbour in Pulford Court did say that 4 o'clock Oh,
if you had the money?
it was going to rain at 4 o'clock. Wow. And it's beginning to be a bit like yesterday. Well, in which case we're very good if we're down a back alley and there's ragwort, that yellow flower over there. But I don't pull them up. It's illegal. You can get £5,000 fine for pulling up wildflowers in Britain. I mean, people poison them. I don't understand it myself. I mean, if you pull them up with the intention of replanting them, which is what I do to things like that, then it's not really destroying the environment, is it? Right, well, I got those. Oh yes, from the co-op in Rossett, in Wales. They didn't have any vegan chocolate. That shop stock is, I mean, you know, there's empty. The baker hasn't been working for weeks. I mean, how many people on permanent holiday is able to call work, you know, periods of holiday now? Anyway, wait, that's that cleaning company. Right, well, there is, I mean, it's all going to be shut at 5 o'clock. Well, you know, this is Britain. Yeah, I'm surprised they don't shut at 4 o'clock by now. Oh, yes. Shh, Falcon, stop panting. It just irritates me. Yes, you're a good dog. Woof, woof, woof. What do you say, Mum? A British storage solution? Oh, yes, there's all sorts of interesting, actually, businesses around Llay. It's a very well, you know, people have got proper parking and things, you know, and obviously, Screwfix has got a warehouse here as well. Yes, well, I go to the one in Wrexham sometimes. They keep leaving their walking sticks there, so I pick up one when I lose mine. Oh, look at that, a conservatory no one lives in on the back of a house. Right, so up there is some old retirement home for miners. No, we're not going there anymore. Oh, right, well, that was something to do with gardens, isn't it, there? Oh, it's garden buildings. Oh, right. God, the size of that. Anyway, grow your own vegetable. Yes, it's all about little conservatories, not conservatories, but they're summer houses. That's what they call those buildings, yeah. Well, I don't think we're going to... Is this... What's that? Well, it doesn't look very interesting. Well, I'm not finding any garden centres around here. Oh, yes, that's St. Francis of Assisi, Llay. It's a lovely little chap. The priest there is a Catholic church, in fact. Oh, that crown, I don't go there. They're awful people. Awful. Oh. Right, well, I don't think we're going off. What I wanted. What did I want? Sand. Yes, builder's sand. Aldi, there's my favourite shop, apart from Tesco's. I wanted builder sand so that I could mix it with mulch, so that my lavender plants, and generally, yeah, you lighten the what do you call it, the soil. Yes. Mind you, I've taken everything out of pots that can be out of pots, because I'm only using pots to tend the young plants for the first season or first year. After that, they go in the ground, because, you know, with all this climate change, and you get too much water, you get too little water, and the whole thing's get cramped roots, and like anything that's cramped, it doesn't thrive. So that's the end of it. Well, they're building so everywhere around it. Oh, look at that sky. Yes. Well, we're going home now. Yes. Well, I can get the sand tomorrow. I mean, this is rush hour now. It's probably 5 o'clock. It's going to be rush hour. It's on the Welsh and Chester border, and which means everything takes longer to get to. Yes, well, I'm going to get into 5th gear. Oh yes. Oh, it's not as bad as yesterday's downpour. I don't think my plants needed another drought. Well, you can never have too much rainwater. Rainwater is nice and soft. It's very nice for the plants. It's very good. Oh, yes. Look at those skies. Well, yes, it did. I mean, it was bright sunshine until, you know, all morning and all afternoon until literally 4 o'clock. So they were correct about the weather forecast. La météo était correcte. Molly knew. That's estate agents. Keep seeing their signs everywhere. People aren't managing to sell their houses very much because there seem to be an awful lot of for sale signs. Not that I pay much attention, not being into these property. You know, I mean, you know, jobs. I mean, God knows why people move house otherwise. It's just a lot of hassle. Oh, I mean, you know, then when you get up in the night and you sleepwalk, you just don't remember where the bathroom is, you know. It's just too much trouble always house moving. Oh, you know, it's like, you know. Oh, and every hotel and taps are different. I mean, you know, number of times you can't have a shower because you don't know how to work it. I mean, you know, why do you go, you know, I don't like going to people's houses. I mean, you can't figure out which the hot and cold taps are either. Oh, yes, oh, yes. Right, well, we're now, oh, it's not raining, it's just a light shower. Well, of course, we're coming down the hill. The rain tends to, Chester's in a rain shadow, so it gets less than average rainfall than the rest of, most of Britain, the average in Britain. I mean, I think Wales must get, oh dear, more than average, yes, because it's got lots of hills. Things, yes, more hills you have. Then the clouds go up, they hit the cold air, and then the clouds burst, and then the rain falls. That's the mechanics of it. Oh dear, dear. I don't know, this video's taking, I don't know what it's doing, but anyway, I'll have a look what it's doing, this camera thing later, but it's not, I can't fiddle with cameras while I'm driving. Oh yes, that's the bypass. Is it a bypass? Yes, it is a bypass, but I believe that it goes all the way to Chester, between Chester and Wrexham. It's actually a proper bypass. A highway! I call them highways. I'll take the high road and you'll take the low road. I'll be in Scotland for ye. For ye and my true love will never meet again. Bonny, bonny banks of Loch Lomond. Now, this is the Rossett roundabout, and we're going past the Turner paint. I don't know if anyone actually lives in it, but it's whatever his name was, J.W. Turner. I don't know what his first names are. Anyway, he was a painter, 19th century, and he was very impressionistic. Mostly oranges he painted. Meaning the colour orange. You seem to think everything had a colour of orange. Anyway, there's a mill. Yeah, an old water mill here that he painted. That's it. Yeah, that's called the Rossett Mill. That's it, made famous in a... I don't know if anyone lives there though. There's a big house behind it. So I think people maybe you can't visit it anyway. Now that is Christ the King Church, I believe. Oh, I can't remember what it is. It's something like that. Christ the King, I think. Christ Church, maybe it's called. Anyway, this is now Rossett. Oh yes, well, those 22 must go down to 20. That's right. The Golden Lion. I don't go there anymore. Very nice garden. Very nice garden. And there's the co-op that used to be an awful pub called the Butcher's Arms. And now they've got a coffee shop in what was the village store then. Before, that's the Golden Lion. There's the co-op. Well, yeah. It's very good. It's the only convenience store. And the closest thing to go shopping closest to Pulford. There, of course, Pulford doesn't have any more shops. It had a little corner shop, as they call the things. Oh, that's in some hotel. No, they've got Oscar's restaurant in there. Yeah, there once a long time ago. Rossett Hall. Well, of course, it's called Rossett Hall. And there's some Volvo company. I don't know if they sell Volvo. Anyway, point is, what was I saying about? Oh, the shops. Yes, they had one, a post office, but you know, there was an armed robbery apparently. The old couple were retiring anyway, and nobody wants to. You can't get anyone to take a post office on because you get a load of old biddies and a load of old prattish men going yeah all the time, want to talk about their verrucas. So it isn't actually making any money while you're being polite as a postmaster. And then of course the idiots went and caused a load of postmasters to have suicide when they wrongly accused the poor little things of stealing things because it was a computer error. You just want to believe governments, authorities, anyone who has any authority abuses it. So yeah, don't trust anyone with authority. Anyway, well, it hasn't rained. I can turn the damn things off. I hate windscreen wipers. They put you to sleep. It's like hypnosis, isn't it? Where are we now? Oh yes, this is a little area called Lavister. That's a converted church. It's so nice to have. Well, it must be even nicer when it was a proper little church. But there you go. Yes, well, there's a mix of things. I love the cottages myself. Oh, they've called that the Dog and Pickle. Dog's bollocks, probably. Oh, that won't last long. No, you know, pubs are closing at least 10 a week. Well, you know, it's not a social place. It's just an alkies place. And the prices are horrendous. So this is now Lavister, where there was a golf course, but nobody, you know, under the age of 60 is playing golf anymore. So now it's going to be a housing estate. Yes, on the right. Where I don't take the dogs there because they've got pesticides all over the field to grow grass. The chicken farm that bought in. Oh gosh, there's a bit of debris. Here we now cross the frontier to Pulford, England. We're now in snooty England, who can't stand the Welsh really, but they pretend to like them. Well, they patronise them, don't they? Let's face it, they patronise everybody. Oh yes, that's St Mary's Church. Very nice interior, red sandstone, which is the area of Cheshire mostly, sandstone. If you don't have a red sandstone house, your house is one. Right. We're now turning into, that's the village hall. We don't go there too often, but except when the history group do a thing. We're now in Pulford Court, and we're not going out again because the sand can wait. Yes. And we have the Mediterranean colours of Cluckingham Palace with a load of nice little insects. There we go. Yes, you are a cutester. And the cockerel, the Gaelic cockerel, and the Tesco garden gnome, and Luke. Oh, it's just no. I can't be bothered doing a great tour of the garden because it's a bit overclouded. Yes, it's terribly clouded, and yes, I think the rain's coming. So that's the end of this.